I'm going to make a very berry Philly crepe bundle. It's delicious. First thing I'm going to do is very simply make the crepes. All it takes is flour, 3 eggs, and some milk. So right now I'll put in the flour. I will crack 3 eggs. It's going to be so delicious. It's going to be fresh. I have raspberries and blueberries, and I have fresh strawberries to go on top. And then I'm going to add a little bit of chocolate at the end. So I'm pouring in the milk, and I'm just going to take this around and get rid of all the little lumps, and then it's going to set aside while I make the filling. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix 8 ounces of the Philadelphia cream cheese, and I'm going to mix it with 7 ounces of ricotta. They're both so good together. And right for the beginning, what I'm going to do is just mash it for a minute, just to try to get it a little bit. This is going to be so delicious. I can't wait. I love fruit and cheese for dessert. It's kind of my favorite thing. I remember once being at a restaurant and they brought out a tray of all different kinds of cheeses. Oh, heaven. I was in heaven. It's so good. I'm going to take the ricotta and cream cheese now, and I'm going to add a teaspoon of honey just to sweeten it up. Yum. That's delicious. And then I'm going to take a little bit of lime juice to give it a little bit of a fresh, just a squeeze from a half a lime. It's going to be so good. And I'm taking just a little few pieces of mint, and I'm just going to crush them in it. And we'll have some more for the garnish, but it's going to be good. It's going to give it a nice fresh feeling. So yummy. This would be really good also with lemon, or a lemon curd drizzled on top. But I'm going to do chocolate. I felt like mixing them together. So then I'm just going to stir all this together. It's very simple. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of mint in. I just picked it off the plant, and I'm just going to kind of toss it in. I'm going to do a little squeeze of lime. Yummy. It's going to be so tart and refreshing. And crepes are so easy. We hardly ever have them, but they're lighter than pancakes and other things. They're delicious. And they're very easy to make and quick. Once I have this all mixed together, I think I'll add a tiny bit of salt. Just a little bit of sea salt. Not much, just a pinch. Spread this around. And now that it's all soft and ready, it's so simple. This is going to be within 45 minutes. I'm going to add the berries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. Blackberries are my favorite since I'm from California. And fresh strawberries on top. And I have some sliced that I'm going to add into it also. So I'm just dumping those in. Get in there, blueberry. And I'm just going to put some of these sliced strawberries in. It's going to be so pretty. And the lime smells so good. And then I'm just going to mix them gently around in with the cream cheese because I don't want to have too many crushed berries. Now we're ready to make the crepes, and then we'll fill them. Okay, so I've mixed 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese and 7 ounces of ricotta, and now I've mixed my berries in. I was using raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries, and I put a few fresh strawberries in. Now I'm going to add a half a cup of sugar, sweeten it up, and stir it around. This smells delicious. Oh, look how pretty that is. I'm trying not to bruise the berries too much, but don't worry about it. Have fun. I'm squeezing some lime again, just a bit. Yummy. And I add just a couple pieces more of fresh mint. I've already put some in, probably about a quarter of a cup. And I'm just tearing them off the plant. This is going to be so fresh. So now my filling's ready. Only took a couple minutes. And we'll head over to the stove and make the crepe. A little bit more than a half a cup. And I am just going to let it drizzle onto the pan. Probably about 3/4 of a cup. Oh, and there it is. Look at all the bubbles. It's like a very light pancake. It's delicious looking, and I'm flipping it over. Yummy. And just another, probably, this took about 45 seconds. Pretty high heat. A little over medium, but it's going to be so yummy. Okay, what I've done is I've put in a half a pound of chocolate chips, semi-sweet, 3/4 cup of half and half, and I'm mixing that around, and I put some cinnamon sugar in it, teaspoon, and now I'm going to put 3/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla, and that's it. Your chocolate sauce just sits there and warms while you finish up your crepes, and then you just drizzle it on. Yummy. This looks so good. Oh, it smells good too. I love the smell of vanilla. What I've done is just put the crepe on the plate. I'm going to scoop out about 1/4 of a cup of the cold berries, ricotta, and cream cheese, and honey, and mint. This is so refreshing. Oh, it's yummy. And then I'm just going to make it into my little bundle. I'm going to fold this over. It's so light. And what I'm doing is I'm going to take a part of my mint and I'm just going to run it right through. Look at that. And slice a couple of strawberries. This really only takes minutes. And everything's ready. Now I'm going to drizzle the chocolate. It's so rich from the half and half, and the cinnamon sugar gives it a little heat. And I'll have to practice. I'm sure some people will like more than others of the chocolate. And oh, we all know what chocolate and strawberries are like. Whew, yummy. Okay, so there you have it. Bob's your uncle. Okay, then I'm just going to take a little bit of almonds. You've got the cold berries with the warm crepe. You can also heat the berries up if you want to. And another thing is you could put a little bit of strawberry and sugar in the pan before you put the crepe in. That's also another delicious way to eat it. You want to have strawberries everywhere. Look at this. It's so pretty. The mint, it's so refreshing. They can take out the stem and not eat that, but it's so delicious. I want to make sure I get a berry and a couple of almonds and a lot of chocolate. Oh my gosh. Drop the blueberry. This is so delicious and so fast to make with simple ingredients, flour, eggs. It's easy. I hope you enjoy it. This reminds me of my best friend. She only eats chocolate. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is for you, Jerry.